Hey guys, the call is on YouTube, not on here. So if you just scroll over to the main room, you'll see the link and you could join from there. All right, welcome everybody. Welcome Sharif, Phantom, Shiraz, Anthony, Nate, Ben, William. Welcome aboard. Isaac, Jara, Andrew Letner, Georgios. Welcome guys. Joshua, how's it going? John, hey there. Lala's in here. Okay, Lord of LOLs. All right, let's get started, everyone. So, real quick, we're gonna get into, obviously, we're gonna get into how to set up triggers, velocity, LDPM, everything, and we'll do that in a bit. But I did want to start off by just, discussing what the bootcamp is gonna be like, what's it gonna be about, what do we hope to gain from it, what's the purpose of it. So let's jump into it. The bootcamp basically teaches our methodology of trading, which is boiled down to a very simple system. So a lot of retail traders, as you know, use indicators, whether it's MACD, RSI, other stuff, to gauge price action. Is it bullish? Is it bearish? Etc. And then they make trades based off that. We like to do things a little bit differently here, and thanks to the advantage that we have from the deep dive stocks data, those of you who are Meme Stock Watch members, you're very familiar with that. We are able to understand the macro direction that the stock is moving on. So basically, instead of relying on our indicators to give us price direction, we're actually getting price direction, a macro view from the deep dive stocks material, the data. And then once we already know if the stock is bullish, if the stock is bearish, if the stock is neutral, if the stock is stable, if the stock is unstable, only then will we actually get into our indicators and do the live trading. And we're using our indicators for really taking entries and using it for exits. But I see Randy says Team Airplane. But we're not trying to figure out if price action is itself is bullish or bearish from the indicators. We use them to help us time our entries, time our exits. We use the deep dive stocks data to tell us if a stock is bullish or a stock is bearish. Once we have that advantage, it becomes a lot easier to trade it using our indicators. All right, so I do want to say that based on a lot of previous members that we've had from the bootcamp, it could be hard, it could be tough. The bootcamp's going to be a lot of work. There's going to be a lot of videos to watch, a lot of new information to absorb. The homework is tough. It's gritty. It takes a while, but the reward is there. What I mean is that we've seen people come in in the first bootcamp, maybe 3 months ago, barely knowing how to trade, barely understanding the market, and getting to a place where they can now literally take trades on a daily basis, on a weekly basis, and consistently take money out of the market. So the proof is in the past members, and knowing that no matter what your skill level is, no matter what your experience level is, anybody can crush this just by putting in the work. So the first step of this bootcamp, and it may sound a little corny, but I promise it works, is understanding that this is going to be hard. This is not going to be easy. This isn't just going to be a free ride where everything's given to you. You have to be willing to put in the work. And so what I like to tell members on the first day is take out a notebook and a pen, or if you want, you can put it on a notepad, on your laptop, on your computer, whatever. Just take out a blank sheet of paper, whether it's electronic or whether it is actual paper, and write down, and it could take a while, but figure out 3 reasons, any 3 reasons why you're doing this. Why do you want to be able to be a successful trader? What is driving you to be able to be a successful trader? Consistently profitable trader with the ability to take money out of the market any day, any week, any month. What I find this does is that in the middle of the boot camp, or even when the boot camp is far over, and you run into trouble, and you run into problems, and you run into issues, or you're taking losses, or things aren't clicking, and you're getting frustrated, and you want to give up, and you want to throw it all away. You look back at that paper, and you'll be like, I can't give up because this is why I'm doing it. And there are hard times. Trading is not an easy journey. To become a successful trader, there's a lot of losses along the way. There's a lot of blowing up accounts. Now we can minimize all that, and the bootcamp will help with that, but some mistakes are inevitable. And if you have that concrete, that firm, those reasons why you're doing it, it'll help you stay grounded during the times that are hard. So in trading, there's a lot of ups, there's a lot of downs. During the downs, if you can look back at that sheet of paper and be like, I'm doing this because of these 3 reasons, I can't give up now, that'll help you get through the hard times. So when the stream is over, again, this isn't mandatory, but it will help immensely if you take it seriously. You should write down any 3 reasons why you want to do this, why you want to be successful, and those will help keep you grounded when the going gets tough. Moving on from there, just want to talk a little bit about the schedule of the bootcamp. So the schedule is as follows. After this stream is done, I will send 4 videos to the daily video channel. You have all weekend to watch them. Those are preliminary videos into the triggers, so they're not going to be deep and intricate and hard to watch and hard to understand, but it's 2 hours total of information. You have the entire weekend, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. You could watch 1 video a day. Each of them are half hour. And when you get through with those, you will have a very, very good basic understanding on triggers and velocity. Again, fairly simple stuff. On Monday, we're going to get into the deep dive stocks data. So Monday, we're going to learn about VOX. Tuesday, we're going to learn about the heat maps. Wednesday, we're going to learn about the snap graphs and the options table. And Thursday, I'm going to send out the deep dive stocks homework. So that's week 1. Week 1 will be Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. It's going to be about an hour stream each night. You can watch it at any time on your own leisure, any day you want, as long as you can complete the homework at the end of the week. So Jared says, I'm going through all 4 every day. Yeah. The more you watch them, the more successful you'll be. That's the main point of this bootcamp is the more work you put in, the more gain you'll take out. The more you put in, the more you'll take out. If you want to treat it like a joke and lazy about it and, not really give it your all, then you're not going to take out much. If you want to dedicate 1 month of your entire life, just 1 month to work your butt off, watch every single video, work hard over the homework, bother me all day with questions, then I promise you, and this is based on real live transformations that we've seen from the bootcamp, you will come out of here a completely different person when it comes to the market. You'll be able to look at price action and understand immediately if this is bullish or if this is bearish. Of course, trading on itself is something else. It's not as simple as forecasting, as just knowing if something is bullish or bearish, but that's okay because trading just comes with practice. The point is that during the bootcamp, you'll be equipped with all the tools you need to forecast the market. And from there, it's all about practice to start pulling out money in the market consistently. Okay, moving on. The week 2, we will then start getting into the triggers. So week 2, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, 1 hour. We're going to each night, Monday night, Tuesday night, Wednesday night, 1 hour live stream every night. Again, the videos can be watched at any point. You can't make it Monday at 6 p.m., no problem. You can't even make it Tuesday or Wednesday, no problem. Thursday, try to catch up on all 3 videos from the week. You can't make it Thursday, Friday and Saturday, catch up on the videos from the week. Sunday, do the homework. If you watch all the videos Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, then you have Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday to do the homework. Again, it's work, but it's not overwhelming. There's 3 videos per week. That's 3 hours of watching per week. And the homework should take anywhere between 1 hour to 5 hours, depending on how serious you want to take it. The more serious you take it, obviously the better off you'll be. So again, week 2 will be triggers, and we'll have the homework will be given out on Thursday, should be handed in by Sunday night or Monday morning at the latest. Third week is going to be LDPM. So LDPM, it's not necessarily mandatory. You don't need it. It's not a must, but it is a very, very helpful tool and highly recommended. Again, if you don't want to pay any money, that's fine. It's understandable. You don't have to get it. Everything in the bootcamp is free. If you want to spend extra to pay for LDPM, it's a very good tool. I use it every single day. I can't imagine not using it, to be honest. So that's LDPM. And Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, again, same thing, 1 hour each day. Now, with the third week with LDPM, the first day we're going to be talking about scalp trades. This is like a 5-minute trade, a 10-minute trade, just pulling out 10, 15, 20, 30% from the market, sometimes 50%. Second day, we're going to be talking about like swing trades, which is like a day or two, or day trades, like a day or two holding. And the third day, we're going to talk about longer term trades, how to identify longer term key setups that you can just buy, set alerts, hold, and not even look at the screen for, a week or two until your alert at your take profit or your stop loss gets hit. So that's week 3. Week 4 is going to be the live trading week. So during week 4, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. So those 4 days, I'm going to get on stream live during the trading day, and I'm going to take trades with you guys. So that we're going to use all the info that we learned from the triggers, from the LDPM, from the deep dive stocks to take trades together during the day. And you guys will be able to see everything put into action on week 4. That's going to be the afternoons. And at night, you're going to get 4 live streams from Gavin. So Gavin, the 4th week is focused on Elliott waves and Fibonacci levels, which is, again, extremely, extremely helpful for taking profit and entries. And you'll learn the whole system. But to boil it down, here is how the system works. So we use deep dive stocks data to understand if something is bullish or if something is bearish. Then we use our indicators, let's say triggers, LDPM, both, whatever you're comfortable with, to kind of take entries on a bullish crossover, for example, on an airplane setup, for those of you who are familiar. And we use Gavin's Fibonacci levels to essentially take profit, take profit and trim positions. It's a lot deeper, but essentially it boils down to 4 things: deep dive stocks data to understand the macro view, and then the triggers, then the LDPM and the fib levels to do the exact inside trading, like the nitty gritty of it all. So that's the bootcamp schedule. If you have any questions on the bootcamp schedule, I'll pause for a moment and feel free to write in the comments. Oh, yeah, so that's important. Jara, good question. All videos are recorded and will be posted to the daily videos channel right after they're done, and you can watch them at any time. There's no pressure to join the stream lives. I like talking to people while I'm doing lives. It's great for if you want to ask questions and stuff. Otherwise, I'll just do the videos with nobody here. But if you want to watch live, be my guest. If you want to watch at your own leisure, that's also totally and completely fine. The bootcamp will be roughly 4 weeks. So again, just to go over the schedule, tonight I'm going to post 4 videos that can be watched over the weekend. Those are just how do I say it? These are just preliminary videos. These aren't the bootcamp videos. These are just videos that'll help you become familiar with the triggers and the velocity, the methodology behind it, how it all works. It's a great welcome to the greatest indicator you'll ever use moment. So that's really what the 4 videos from tonight are. You'll have all weekend to watch them. I'll be popping in tomorrow, Thursday and Friday to talk to you guys, discuss any questions on those videos. We have the Bootcamp questions channel that you could ask questions at any time. Ping me, bother me, never feel like you're bothering me. I'm always here to answer questions. I want you guys to ask questions because that's how you learn. That's how you'll gain. So always feel free to ask questions. Now that's this week, right? So that's Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, 4 videos. Then Monday, we have the whole next week. That's triggers. The week after that, LDPM. The week after that, sorry. Yeah, every night's going to be 6 p.m. Jeremaro. So, okay. First week is going to be, which is next week, Monday, is going to be the deep dive stocks material. The second week is triggers. The third week is LDPM. The fourth week is live trading and putting it all together. And Gavin's Elliott wave lessons at night. That's the makeup of the bootcamp. 4 weeks, 30 days. And would just like to point out that obviously after the bootcamp is done, there's no pressure to stay. Most of the information that you learn, you'll be able to take with you for life, literally for life. Never need to, pay for another Discord or anything like that. For those that are interested, you can stay, and we have the Trading Ideas channel and the main room, and we've had this in the past with other boot camps. Andrew's very familiar, where people share ideas. When you have 100 eyes watching different stocks and everybody understanding how the triggers work, how the LDPMs work, being able to spot great setups, 100 eyes are better than 1 eye. So working together as a team, as a group, has always been a big goal of mine, as Randy pointed out. And it's incredible what you can do with an army of 50, 100 people that are all well-versed in all the material that we're going to be teaching this month, and can then just literally be alerting each other trades, pointing out great setups to each other, helping people with entries, helping each other with exits. It's a great time. Okay, so that's the bootcamp schedule. Now we're just going to get into how to add the indicators to your chart. So for the triggers, all you're going to do is write your name on the trigger, on the verified trading view name channel. And then once you have that, you'll go to invite only scripts, and you'll see trigger right here, and you just click it to add it to your chart. Then if you go here, you can do the colors. So I did this a while ago. I don't remember the reason why I did these colors, but if you want to copy the color scheme, doesn't really say which one it is. But yeah, I did something like this. So I don't remember the particular reason, but you can do you can honestly do it however you like, any colors you want. Then you go to the announcements channel, and you'll see the velocity indicator. So over there, you just go velocity with divergence signals. And remove volume because that's not something I use. And there you'll have velocity in the bottom. Go to the settings to put on monthly velocity, weekly velocity, daily velocity, and of course you could do the colors however you want. So for the trigger script, just simply post your trading view name on the verified trading view name channel. LDPM, for those of you who have gotten that, so you just do liquidity dependent price movement, and then you have LDPM right here. And that's very simple. Now there's another way, there's another LDPM that I like to use instead. Whoever is on Meme Stock Watch, I'm sure you guys see it every night. This will be explained during the LDPM lessons in week 3. So it's not something to be worried about now. All right, so that's how to add the triggers on the chart. That's how to add velocity on the chart, and that's how you add LDPM on the chart. That pretty much wraps it up. If anybody has any questions, feel free to ask them. No questions? I'm having trouble adding the LDPM. I don't see the icon to add the indicator on my trading view. So it should be here. If not, just reach out to Justin at Deep Dive Stocks on Twitter, and he'll take care of it for you. I have a question about the trigger signal channels. Okay, sure, go ahead, shoot. By the way, just want to add, we do have some other indicators. So hourly trigger status, I'll talk about this for a moment. This is extremely helpful. Not sure why it's not coming up. A second. Oh, here we go. Okay, so just going to talk about this. So first of all, I like to do center, and I like to do horizontal. And now this is going to do a great job of basically explaining breadth in the market. So when turn on the triggers. Okay, so here's SPY, right? When the 1 hour trigger is on top of the 5-minute trigger and on top of the hourly trigger, that is the most bullish orientation, and we expect upside. For example, right here, 1 hour on top of the 5 on top of the hourly. When you see that, you're going to see green on the name. So NVIDIA, if I go to NVIDIA right now, you'll see that the 1 minute trigger is on top of the 5-minute trigger is on top of the hourly trigger. Yeah. So 1, 5 hourly. Whenever a stock turns green, it's always a good idea to go check up on it and see maybe should I take a long position. Now yellow is flat. So for example, if a stock is above the hourly trigger, but the 1 minute trigger crosses below, it's not necessarily bearish, not short, but it's long flat. So we're above the hourly trigger, because the 1 crosses below the 5-minute trigger, we don't really want to be long anymore, and it'll go yellow. But it won't go red until price and the 5-minute trigger break below the hourly trigger. So you'll see Amazon, which is red right now. If I go here, you'll see price is below the 1 and the 5 and the hourly, and that is bearish. So that's pretty much how this works. So something really cool is if, let's say, you see SPY, Apple, NVIDIA, Meta, Netflix, Microsoft, Amazon, Google, AMD, all green, and Tesla is yellow, it's very likely that the strength of the rest of the market will flip Tesla into green and Tesla will turn bullish. So if you see any of these lagging, sometimes there's a lot of strategies, and again, we'll discuss them in the trigger lessons. For now, this is just explaining what hourly trigger status does. Now, another helpful indicator is trigger orientation trend, and that's right here. And this will just give you the orientation. So when we look at the orientation, and by the way, for those of you that want the labels on the chart, simply go to settings, labels, indicator and financial name labels, and then you'll see where the triggers are and their prices. So if you guys know how the triggers work, monthly on bottom, followed by weekly, followed by daily, followed by hourly, that's the most bullish orientation. So see, the monthly is long because you have the weekly on top of it and the daily on top of that. You have the weekly long because the daily and the hourly is on top of the weekly. The daily is long flat because although the hourly is above the daily, the price and the 5-minute trigger are below the hourly. So this on the side can just give you a great idea of the macro trend of the stock. Okay. What's the differences between velocities? We'll talk all about that in the trigger videos. What dates would the live trading be? It's going to be about 4 weeks from now, so you can plan it for then. The trigger signal channel tells us when we should buy or sell a stock. Oh, the trigger signal channels on the Discord basically tell you whenever a crossover happens. So for example, Amazon had a bullish hourly trigger, daily trigger crossover right here at about 132, and the stock moved up all the way to 147 for a $15 gain. And this was all in the span of, wow, so 15 days, right? So the channels are there to alert you when major trigger crosses happen, like the hourly trigger crossing of the daily trigger, which is very bullish. And as you guys can see, very nice price action afterwards. So bullish crossovers, that's what the signal channel alerts. The four preliminary videos we need to watch are already in the Discord, right? I'll be posting them right after the stream is over. There's not a second set of four we need to watch that you're sending us the links to. Correct. Will the sessions be recorded? All sessions will be recorded and posted afterwards to the Discord. How do we get the hourly trigger status indicator? I got the trigger indicator, but not that one. I will post that in the Discord after this. LDPS is showing Tesla as a bearish worsening, though. Do you prefer to follow the market trend or the LDPS? We'll speak about that in the LDPM lessons. Ben says, and trigger orientation. Yes, trigger orientation, all will be posted in the Discord. Just curious, how long did it take you to perfect this? I'm far from perfect, but I've been doing this for about 5 years now. Not seeing the LDPM indicator in TradingView. Is this something we'll get access to later? This is an additional cost, LDPM. You don't have to purchase it. It is very helpful. If you want it, go ahead. It's $28 a month, but you don't have to. There's no need for it. It just, I personally can't not trade without it anymore. It's very similar to the triggers, but both of them together are essentially magical. And that's really it. So by the end of this bootcamp, you can, what trading platform will you be using for live trading? So this is very important. If you guys go to the announcements channel in the Discord, Webull is basically, I would say, the most suitable for our style of trading that we'll be teaching. So I posted a Webull link on the announcements channel. You just go to the announcements channel and you scroll up, you'll see it right there. If you click on it, it'll give you some free stocks so that you could start off with a small account and not have to actually deposit money into it. And yeah, Webull is very, very good for the style of trading that we do. So that's what I use. Sure. Okay. Anything else? Okay, so just to wrap things up, what you can expect to take out of the bootcamp by the end of the 4 weeks, you can expect to look at a chart, whether you look on the 1 minute or the 5 minute, sorry, or the 15 minute or the 30 minute or the 1 hour or the daily. And at any point in time, you will understand right away, is this bearish? Is this bullish? Do I want to trade this long? Do I want to trade this short? Do I want to stay away? Do I want to have a big position? Do I want to have a small position? That will all be expected to be learned by the end of the bootcamp. You can expect to have all that knowledge as long as you watch the videos and complete the homework. Another aspect of this is trading. Now, you can't come in with the expectation that after 1 month, you'll just be pulling out of the money out of the market at will. There is strategy to this. There is emotions that need to be conquered. There is FOMO that needs to be quelled. There's greed that needs to be controlled. There's a lot of emotional, psychological battles that you have to go through to really crack levels to true success of consistently profitable trading. Those will all be spoken about in the live trading. So in the 4th week, I'm going to give all the insights, the things that helped me the most over the past 5 years. Thankfully, I'm at a point now where I don't feel the need to trade every single second. For example, like, okay, I'm not going to get into it right now because I'd rather save it for the trigger lessons. But the point is, it works, right? It really, really works. Where's the course to conquer our FOMO? We will discuss all of this, all of the trading psychological battles and everything. That's going to be what the live trading is about. And if you can't make it to the live trading, it's okay. You can watch it after. There's going to be a lot of good stuff about it. Yeah, like Lala says, you will not have FOMO when there is endless opportunities, and there is, and you will learn that there are endless opportunities in the market, and it will take time, yes, but it's so worth it, guys. That's one thing I will say. It is so worth it. Yeah. So that's what you can expect, right? To be able to understand price action, but don't think that you're going to be a successful trader immediately. You have to put in practice and patience. And so, what we recommend, the biggest recommendation of the whole bootcamp, is to trade with one contract, whether that's a $50 contract, a $100 contract, not much more than that. And once you could trade that one contract, and it's not about making money, but once you could trade that one contract systematically without emotion, just going based on what the triggers are telling you, should I be longer? Should I be short here? Should I be flat? Should I take profit? Should I exit? Just doing that with one contract, eventually you'll be able to step it up to two. If you start off with 10 contracts right away and you're trading with $5,000 or $10,000, you don't fully understand the system yet, then instead of trusting the system, you're going to go with your emotions. You're going to sell as soon as you go negative. You're going to sell as soon as you make a little profit, whatever. It's not going to be an ideal situation, and that's never how you're going to be able to grow. You got to take it really, really slow. So understand that in the first month, it's not about making money. We're not here to make money right now. We're here to learn. After we finish learning, there will be endless opportunities for the rest of our lives to make money. But the first month is just about learning. So if you want to follow along on some trades, it's recommended that you do so with one contract max, so that you can stick to the trading rules and the emotions won't affect you at all because you're only trading with a very small amount of money. With that, we'll wrap up tonight's call. I'll be posting the videos right now on the daily videos channel, and looking forward to talking to all you guys in the main chat. Remember, you can ping me throughout this month at any time, 24/7. I am always available. Never feel bad. Doesn't matter how late at night it is. I'm around 24/7. Never feel bad. Never feel like you're bothering me. If you DM me, if you ping me and I don't answer, please ping me again. I missed it. I'm not ignoring you. I simply missed it. Sometimes I get a lot of pings. I thoroughly enjoy helping. I thoroughly enjoy teaching. It's literally my favorite thing to do. When I'm not trading, I'm teaching little kids how to play basketball. That's a different thing I do, but I've always just loved teaching things that I know. I used to play basketball when I was younger. I almost played in college, but then I stopped growing at about 6 feet, so opportunity was gone. But the main point is that it's just my personality. I just love to teach, love to help, and love to see people win. The quick question about the triggers, but can wait if we don't have enough time. How come the 1 minute trigger changes shape and value based on the time frame you look at? We will discuss this in the trigger lessons. Pin Weirdo in the Discord. Yeah, ping me in the Discord. Just at JRoll, and it'll ping me. Yeah. Okay. So one last thing. There is no pressure to stay after the bootcamp is over. There is no commitments. There is no tricks or anything. This is a completely and utterly free bootcamp. That's it. Nothing more to it. For those that would like to stay after, yeah, you will have access to all of Gavin and mine trades. I don't know if you know this, but Gavin just made people in the Discord, I think, like, based on screenshots that I saw, it was probably over $2 million in gains this week. I think just 10 people on their own made 100K. I could be a little bit exaggerating, but I'm not exaggerating that much, that's for sure. So Gavin, I will say, is way better at these kind of trades than me, because Gavin finds the biggest moves in the market. Like, he caught Meta from 300. He murdered. Yeah, Andrew. Like, he caught Meta from 300 to 340. Like, called Tesla from 206 to 240 this week to 246. Yeah, the gains were thick. So my specialty is more of like day trades. Like, I'll grab you like 30%, 50%. Like today, at 100% on GME weeklies to open the day and 100% on CAT weeklies, but it's not always going to be that good. But my trades are more of like quick day trades, and Gavin's trades are just amazing, like longer term swings where you really don't have to worry about it. Everything is super defined. There's an invalidation level. If price goes below that level, you just cut the position. Otherwise, you hold till his target. Another big perk about the Discord for those that would like to stay after is that it's an incredible, beautiful, amazing group of people that are all encouraging each other to be better, to do better, to trade better. Very amazing group of people that are just looking out for each other's well-being, where you understand that we're all on the same team, we're all on the same side, and we're all trying to win, not fighting each other, not competing against each other. People share wonderful trading ideas all the time, even if they're not an analyst. But for example, even Andrew, he was part of our first bootcamp. He's on the live stream. I gave a bearish forecast on Meme Stock Watch last Thursday, and Andrew said, "Wait a second, there's no bearish daily divergences. I think price is actually gonna bounce off the hourly trigger." And Andrew was right. After 4 months in the bootcamp, I wish he gave the forecast instead. You guys remember Friday, the market ripped to the upside. I gave a bearish forecast, but that's what I'm saying. Like, there are people that have completed the bootcamp a couple of months ago and can now easily alert trades. So there's so many wonderful ideas flying around because there's tons of eyes on the market at all time. So no setup really goes untouched. Like, whenever like there's an amazing setup and somebody mentions it, like I'll jump on it and then I'll alert it to like the group to like bring it to everyone's attention. So for those that are interested in staying after, you can discuss it with me at any point. But for now, let's focus on the bootcamp. Let's crush it. Let's put in the work. I'm super excited for all of you guys. Again, this has potential to be life-changing, but it's up to you if you want to put in the work. So with that, we'll wrap it up. Thank you guys for tuning in, and I'll see you all on Monday for our first live stream.